First and foremost, I would like to give all honors, praises, glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahasham Yahavashai, Bahasham Mahavakar Kwadash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahavashai, in who I reverence. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean a very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. Man, listen. This lesson's going to be for those that are dealing with what, yes, we're going to bring this topic. I want to bring as much awareness as possible. What people call gang stalking or targeting and so forth. Now, I've got news for you. Everyone is being targeted, whether you realize it or not. But you know what the difference is between the targeted individual and the rest of the people that are targeted as well? The difference is the targeted individual is less likely to be manipulated by what he sees going on, and he actually sees it. That's what makes that person a so-called... Remember these terms, I don't like to... And another thing, stop calling yourself a targeted individual. Stop calling yourself that. All right? Because when you call yourself that, you're putting that name on yourself, and now you're becoming a victim. Guess who came up with that term? Guess who came up with the term? The same people that are targeting you. They came up with them terms. It's not... I don't even like to call it gang stalking. It's spiritual persecution, what you're going through. Because you believe in a God. You believe in a higher power. And the people within this society... They don't want you worshipping God because they think they're God. We're going to go to this. I hope it's going to be edifying. We're going to tell you about the tactics, all the tactics they use, why they do these things, and it's spiritual. I want to keep saying that. It's spiritual. And what's the whole goal? The whole goal is to create schizophrenia, paranoia, make you look a certain way to the public, right? Because you believe in a God. Because you got different people that are on the program that are targeted, and not all of them believe in the Bible. You understand? All right. So we're going to bring this out calm, cool, collective. We're going to get into the scriptures, let you know where this is coming from. Yeah, it is coming from your government. And it's coming from agencies, and they pay people to do dirty work, basically criminals, and they come up with false dossiers. So guess what's happening to you? You're being investigated. It's a false investigation. It's a false investigation. You're being investigated. You've been investigated for years and years and years and years and years. And they're getting more irritated because they don't have nothing on you. So they're getting more irritated. That's what's going on. And these people, they knock on doors, they post things through the letterbox, they lie, they smear campaign, and they pay people off. So you may have been nice with someone, good speaking to them. And when you're not in, when you're outdoors, this person could knock on the door and say, you know what? We got an individual here. You wouldn't mind watching him. He's under suspicion. We're gonna pay you this much money. You wouldn't mind just helping us out here, right? And so that's the type of thing that's going on. Remember, you're teaching the Bible. You're talking about another kingdom. You're seen as a traitor. Don't you get it? You got to think. Look, how would the world see you? Remember, you were in the world. The world loves its own. You're seen as a traitor to your own country because you're preaching, you're talking about another kingdom. What would you do if you had a kingdom, you had a government, and you had people teaching on corners of the streets and waking people up? It's persecution. Keep telling you that. Some people are being paid off, other people have not. Not everyone. Some people are being paid off, some people haven't. Some people will do it for free. We're gonna get into these scriptures. It's all scriptural. We start at let's start at Exodus, Baba Kishar. And we're gonna teach you how to overcome this, because with Yahabasha you can overcome all things. You just bear me just a minute. I thought it was just me. It's not just you. This is a worldwide thing. So hold on just a minute. All right, check this out. We're going to go to Exodus. This ain't nothing new. This has been happening for thousands of years, okay? Oppression, systematic oppression, all those things. We're going to go to Exodus, right? 1, and we're going to jump straight to 8. Check this out. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when they falleth out any more, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us. So get them up out of the land. So in other words, new Pharaoh now, okay? Joseph passed away by this time, right? If I'm correct. And this Pharaoh was saying, look, these people are mighty. Look, they're so mighty. If they join up with an ally, they can take us down. So let's move them out. So he obviously saw the potential. See, every time I bring out these scriptures, I really want you to think. He obviously said the potential, threat, potential, what they could be. Sometimes you're watched, not because nothing you've done, but what you could do in the future. Listen a minute. Why do you think they have people watching you? Right? Why do you think they have people watching you? And remember, there's different reasons. Lord willing, we're gonna get into that. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, not just watching, torturing. Some people are getting tortured without even realizing it. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters. A taskmaster. You have them in your workplaces, right? And so forth. They're called supervisors. They're there to supervise you, to watch you, to see what you're doing. All right? To afflict them with their burdens. This is heavy, so let's slow down. Therefore, did the Pharaoh set taskmasters to afflict them with burdens, with work. Keep them busy. Because when you're kept busy, guess what? You have no time to think. To afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. So guess what? He said taskmasters. What's the modern day taskmasters today? Guess who they are? Guess who they are? Your taskmasters. Agents, government agents, gang stalkers. They're your local so-called taskmasters today. Remember, they're assigned, right? They get a little thing on their phone, a notification. They have to step out. They have to stalk. They're the taskmasters. When you got people walking in and out of houses, watching you. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. So it's the same thing. Who's the modern day Egyptians today? Is Esau, Edom, the rulers of today, spiritually. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. Bitter. So guess what they were doing? They were putting more work on them. They were doing things so they couldn't really focus. And they had them in a state of oppression. And in mortar and in brick and all manner of service in the field, and their service wherein they made them serve was rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shiphrah and the name of the other Piah. And he said, when do you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stalls? If it be a son, then you shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Why did they say now, Why did the Pharaoh say if it's a boy, kill it? Because the boy, they can reproduce, and guess what? Remember, they were excelling even in captivity. So this is where you get the abortions of the black male and the Negro family and all that. Remember Margaret Sanger, type in Margaret Sanger as well, the abortion. She was a member of the Ku Klux Klan as well. She never like all this. This is all biblical. The extermination of you tribes, the extermination of you Negroes, man. This ain't nothing new. You do know today's society, they follow the same customs as Egypt, right? And Egypt had a centralized government as well. Okay? It was centralized. Okay? But keep the women alive. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king Egypt commanded them, but saved the men, children alive. So, see the aspect of the gang stalking. All right, these people are too strong. If they get stronger, they might team up with somebody else and take us over and so forth. So, power, all right, someone's trying to keep their power. This is where, listen, this is where your so-called gang stalking comes in. But I don't want you to be afraid of this stuff, because greater is he that is in you that is he that is in the world. It's about fear. It's about intimidation. It's about distractions. If you're distracted, you can't focus and you can't get to the higher level you want to get to. It's about intimidation. Right? All these things. So now we're going to go to John 15 as well. Be mindful. This is the Messiah talking. John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. So you're going to receive a certain level of hate. But I've got news for you. You got people that subscribe to you. Right? You got people that listen to you. You got people that you talk to. It's not everyone, but Yahushua did say, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. So yes, you're going to get a lot of hate. Why? Because you're not doing what the world is doing. You understand? Right? If you were of the world would love his own. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So now Yahushua was explaining why these things are happening to you. The enemy wants you to look at things in the physical. Because if you're looking at things in the physical, then you're not paying attention to what the enemy's doing. The problem is spiritual. Okay? But I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So if you're chosen, selected out of the world, therefore you're going to be a target. You're going to stand out. Okay? You're not going to be part of the hive. So this is where this is coming from. They want you to think it's military, it's this, it's that, it's a world system. That's what's coming up against you. You gotta, and how do you know? Because you see it everywhere, right? Tactic, you see it everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you go. You could go to, example, if I was to go to Manchester right now, you would see the same thing because it's spiritual. You understand? Remember the word I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his master, than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So it's just the same things that's happening that happened 2,000 years ago. And if they have kept my saying, they will also keep your saying also. So just know this, yeah, you're being tracked. They never told you that. They're not telling you that. Both of your phones, they're being tracked, they're being monitored. When you go somewhere, they already know where you are. You're being monitored in your house, yeah, by neighbors. And also if you're living in a shared accommodation, also the people that you're living amongst, they're also monitoring you as well. Right? So they're all in on it. No, it's not a conspiracy, it's not paranoid. They're all in on it. Right? Why? Because you're teaching the words and they're of the devil. If they've kept my saying, they will also keep yours. So even be careful when you're having conversations as well, because they're also listening in to your conversations that you're having with family, friends, and so forth. They're listening to your conversations as well. Right? And it says, but because this is like it's a psyops. It's a psyops operation. Remember, you're teaching the scriptures in another man's kingdom. They have different plans. They don't have the same plans. Listen, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the Bible. And yes, they have enough money to hire anyone, right? We're talking about contractors, military men, perps, community-based agents, gang members, people get out of prison early, right? I've told you, perverts. They even hire perverts, psychopaths, right? I'm telling you, but this is it's spiritual persecution. It's coming, yeah, it's coming from Satan himself. Right? So and it says, Baba Kishar, all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. So Yahweh Shai saying they're doing it to you because they don't know Yahweh Shai. They're thinking, what are you talking about? You're talking about gods, like what's he talking about? There's people that think like that. They don't care. They don't care. So there's nothing for them when you're speaking about these things. Their whole thing is, he's talking madness. We don't care. Oh, you want to give us some money? Yeah, we do it. We do it. We do it. We try to what's it? What's that word? Discredit him. Let's see if we can discredit him. That's where the witchcraft's coming from. That's where the smear campaigns are coming from. These are people that move into your community, right? That do these things, man. Right? They're snitches. They're snitches. They're rats, basically. And all this stuff started to go up when the pandemic started. That's when people started turning into rats. Snitches, man. Started working with government agencies secretly. Right? Messing with people. So we went to that. This is just letting you know. See, so we started off on, what's it? Exodus, right? Now we went to John, telling you why this is happening. Because when you don't know why something is happening, you're going to bug out. You're going to lose your mind. What I'm telling you is you're being watched, and it's a lot of people. How do they get the information? It's easy. Could be through an app. Could be through the police. The police can get that information as well. If they believe you're under investigation, then they have the right to get your data. Right? This is facts. As I'm doing this lesson right now, and forget not just the lesson. Listen, as I'm sitting here right now, you have people in the community that are actually watching what you're doing. So you got to ask yourself, hold on a minute. How are they able to get that? How are they able to get that? Unless it could be justified, unless it could be justified. You would have to pass a law. You would have to justify that law being passed. So it is your government. It is your government. And people, criminals, they're paid. Yes, this is corrupt. They're paying criminals, right? Lower level demons to do these things, to discredit you. That's why I'm saying we're going to go into it. Don't take the bait. Don't give in. When you start acting irrationally, the reason why you're getting hit with energy weapons is to lower your frequency, shut you up, and also to get you irritated. So when they use energy weapons, it's to irritate you. And if they know it irritates you, they're just going to keep using it. Everything is about a reaction. These are government, these are what you call provocateurs. Agent provocateurs. They're getting paid, man. Some of them, not all of them. And when you know this, the trick is not supposed to work on you because you already know this. You've been through this. I just hope this is really helping you. This is for targeted individuals out there, empowered individuals, I like to say, empowered. You're not a victim. They're trying to turn you into a victim. And this is demonization to its highest. Right? They want to make you uneasy. So, example, say if I was very tired, right? I was very tired and I wanted to take a sleep. And it's what is it? It's morning right now, and people are like, if you were to do that, people would be like, look, Why is he sleeping at this time? He's useless. So you got to understand this is, yeah, it can get serious because it's what's it? It's discrediting. It's discrediting. They're looking for something where they can say, look, this is why this guy shouldn't be a part of society. You have to prove them right. So they're watching, looking for something to say, look, see what I mean? See what I mean? But you see what I'm talking about? See what these are government agents. Some I don't care, Masons, whatever. Government agents, bro. You know, bro, you could be living amongst someone that's in the what's it, MI5, what they call it, MI5, MI6. You could be living right next to someone that's a part of the MI5. I just think it's very dodgy. Very dodgy. And if the people watch you long enough, they're watching what you're doing, they see that you're not doing any criminal activity. They see that. So this is crime. This is crime. It's criminals basically. You got some people, they just park up in their cars. As soon as you turn on the internet, they park up in their cars, sit in their cars and just watch you. or sit in their flats and just watch you with their little devices. You got to be aware. You have to be aware. You have to be circumspect. But my whole thing is, you know what? I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I'm not doing anything illegally. So I don't care. You can sit back and watch me for entertainment all day. I don't care. Right? And don't be impulsive as well, because this is how do you feel when someone is watching you? Let's be honest. How do you feel? You feel like you're being watched, right? How do you feel? Do you feel a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious? Yeah, it's designed to do that. It's designed to do that. It's designed to make you nervous, paranoid, right? But the people that are doing this, they're very sick. These are sick individuals, sick, right? Because gang stalking, what does it do? It gives psychopaths the opportunity to live out their sick fantasies. That's why I always do say, I'm going to be honest with you. Is there an element of danger? Of course there is. There's an element. There's an element of danger, because now you're giving psychopaths and people that don't know you access to you. At any given time, they can do you harm if you're not protected, and they can live out their little sick fantasies. You see what I mean? But this is government funding. You see what I mean? Right? And they watch you and they try to slander you and get you caught up in a whole load of madness that you shouldn't be involved in. And I was going to go out and do a lesson today, but I thought, you know what? The wind's blowing so hard, it's just going to blow down my tripod. So again, this is why I'm doing the sit downs. Right? They use people, they pay people off. I don't know what they've been told, and I don't care. Because I'm not involved in any madness, man. And they do triangulation as well. Another thing, brothers, be careful as well, because they have people that try to triangulate. Remember, these people speak in codes. They speak in code, so they're not going to say that. We got a so-called empowered targeted individual here. They speak in codes. Their code is coughing. So say if someone's living next door to them that they know, they do a which is basically letting them know, look, it's coding. In other words, we got a targeted individual here. Let's mess with him. They do coding. They might sniff. They might slam something. They might let the dogs out to bark as a sign of, when you let the dogs out to bark, that's just giving you a sign that he's here. These are tactics. Remember, there's demons behind these people. When you start seeing that, you have to move wisely. We're trying to set you up. We're trying to get you to do something. It's all about getting some type of dirt or something on you. You understand? Be careful of triangulation, right? And be careful, another thing, if someone's making noise, doing all this talking, and one person gets on the phone and everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet. You have to look at patterns. Some of these things you write it down, keep a journal of what's going on. So there you can say, hold on a minute, I've got it in my journal. Timings, everything. Everything. about you're mad. You're not mad, bro. Come on, bro. You're in the scriptures, especially if you're in the scriptures every day. The Lord's going to give you discernment, bro. The people that are doing these things, they're mad. They're sick. And that's what's being promoted. Sickness, madness, chaos. You can call it organized chaos. This is all based on you getting you to do something, to commit a crime. Because once you commit a crime now, you're in trouble. You're not going to be able to teach. You understand? Yeah, that your police, certain police are in on it as well. You understand? So we went to that. Let's get back to the scriptures now. All right. And what's next? Hold on. Some of these people sit in their cars. Some of these people park up in cars. Some of these people rev their engines to mess with you. Listen, remember, they're being told to do these things, man. But guess what? These things work when you pay attention to it. Have you ever just, when you're minding your own business, have you noticed when you're minding your own business, when you're not thinking about none of this, you flourish? Have you noticed that? You flourish. And sometimes do the attacks go up? Yeah, because you're not paying attention to it. Sometimes does it go away? Briefly. Is someone telling them to do these things, bro? Remember, they have handlers as well, and a lot of these people, they're under MK Ultra. They're under MK Ultra, so they're just doing what their handlers tell them to do. All right, you hear that on the phone? Did you see it on the phone? Yeah, I'm sure you heard that in the background. See, that's the coding, man. They code each other, man. Okay, this is spiritual. You're not mad, bro. The Lord ain't gonna have these prophets, right, that he's trusting mad, right? He's gonna keep them in the right mindset. Now, do we have mental battles? Of course, the scripture says that. You're in a spiritual warfare. What do you expect? What do you expect? I really hope this is edifying. And to you so-called targeted individuals, my advice, you have, I always say this, the belief system. I have a belief system. So this is what you fall back upon, the scriptures. If you don't, then man, I really do feel bad for people that don't have any type of belief system. And I'm not into no religion or nothing, religions. But if you don't have anything to fall back upon, this thing will devour you. Because you need to know where it's coming from. And it is spiritual. I want to say this, 90% of it is spiritual. 10% of it is technology, right? 10% of it is technology, right? Remember, and I already know, I'm calling it out. What these people do as well, remember, if you're living in a shared accommodation, these people will also be told to put devices, right, around the premises. So, example, you have one person, right, he might be living next door to you, just as an example, not to say this person's doing that. He will have a router. What's it called? A router, right? A router, internet router. Plugged it in, and this router can give off radiation. Radiation. It can monitor. It has a sensor, and say if one person's close to you, remember they're all connected, right? Remember these have handlers, and another person might have the same router, right? Which it has an antenna on it, right? Another router could be, remember this is linked up, it could be a three-way. So one next door may have it to you, and another across the road, and another next to him across that road. And they're all connected. So if a person's next to you and he's got this router, right, they can turn up this router and it emits frequencies, right? And they can watch you. So you're wondering, why is someone over the road? How are they able to watch me? Well, that's hard. Well, how? Because the person that's next to you knows them. You understand? It's a free way. It's a free way. Third proxy stalking. These are the tactics of narcissists. So I'm just telling you the things I've been through and their tactics. This is how they're monitoring you. This is how they're hitting you with frequency. Because it's a three-way router. It's not hard to get. Easy. right? And these things vibrate through the walls and through the floors, right? And they can cause sicknesses. You already know that. That's common sense anyway. They can cause certain level of sicknesses as well, from what I know. And these things can mess with your intestines as well, and your what do they call it, mitochondrial DNA. So please don't tell me these people they don't know what they're doing. They're just controlled. Yeah, they are controlled by demons, but it doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. It doesn't mean that. Yeah, some people are just evil. As simple as that. Some people are just evil. Mhm. Simple as that, man. The moment you say no, but that's another lesson. The moment you say no, no, thank you. You're not even just saying no, no, thank you. I'm all right. People think they want to intrude on your privacy. There is no, you really have no real privacy. As much as you may think you have, you don't. There's people that want to intrude in your life, man. Right? The moment you say no, the moment you set healthy boundaries, people don't like that. Now you become an enemy of the state now. Let's get these scriptures out. Let's go to Lamentations. The scriptures on this. Check this out. 17. Right? Actually, let's go to 17. As for us, our eyes are yet filled for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Bro, you're not going to get help of these other nations. They're the ones that are doing this to you. You're not going to get help of them. Read Psalms 83 as well. They make a tumult. They say, let us cut them off from being a nation. This is planned. This is orchestrated, man. This is street theater. I've seen the whole lot. Nothing does really surprise me anymore because I've seen it. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me as much because I've seen it. I know the tactics. Right? They might think you're naive. You've never seen this. I've seen it before. So you're not really doing nothing new. Right? And only a scumbag would participate in this type of program. If you're a scumbag, you'll participate in it. So Lamentations, where was we? 4 and 17. They hunt our steps. Woo! It says they hunt our steps. Hunting, hunting. Don't that sound like the targeting program? They hunt your steps. Bro, I've even seen it. Some of these people surround houses. They walk in circles. This is I don't know what they put in that vaccine. I don't know what they put in that vaccine. Do you think they could have put some technology in it? Bro, things are weird now. The way people be, it's weird. It's just a lot of proper weird, freakish, creepy behavior. Right? Creepy. You got people that will wait in cars until you ride past and they drive a car past you, just so you see them. Creepy, weirdo behavior. Creepy. They haunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Right? That we cannot go in our streets. They hunt our steps. Right? Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. Our harassers, they pursued us up on the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. Right? So that's in Lamentations. They hunt your steps. Hunt. We know there's witchcraft involved, astral projection, and so forth. I'm just giving you all the techniques and things they do. But you're an overcomer. You are an overcomer. And I was talking about your perception as well, about all this that's happening. Go to Psalms, Baba Kishar. 118, and we're going to jump straight to verse 9. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. In other words, rulers will trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Right? All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them. So the reason I'm bringing this out, because it fits this topic. It says all nations. Remember, a lot of people are involved in this. Remember, this is systematic. So it says, all nations compass me, King David, about, but in the name of the Lord Jehovah Shai, I will destroy them. So it's not you, it's not us, it's the Lord that's working through you that will destroy them. Why do you think all these different scandals are coming out about the government now? Because the evil they've been doing all this time. It's not just the government, all types of people in power. They compass me about. Ooh, compass is like circling, surrounding. You notice they try to do that as well. They try to create a paradigm, a circle, a bubble, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they compass me about, but in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them. They compass me about like bees. That's that hive mentality. They are quenched as a fire of thorns. You should have seen what they were again. You should have seen what they were doing yesterday again. You know, they park up the van. You hear the car outside. Then someone comes in, goes upstairs. Yeah, bro. These are assignments that's coming from your government and corrupt law enforcement contractors. All types of people are involved. Sometimes it's even your maintenance workers. They come to spy on you. I've seen it. Maintenance workers do it. Someone came to fix the alarm. He was sent. They send people, right? Even sometimes it can even be a postman. Even your postman can be a gang stalker. Bro, I'm not lying, bro. Right? This is real. For in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them. They compass me about like beasts. They are quenched as a fire of thorns. For in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them. That has thrust sore at me that I might fall, but the Lord helped me. The Lord Jehovah is my strength and song, and it's become my salvation. So have you seen how these scriptures, King David, same thing. He was compassed by multitudes of people, man. You're going to understand, not everyone's going to understand what you're actually saying as well. Some people really don't. When you talk about these topics, some people generally don't see what you see. But you have to take it to the Lord, man. You have to be associated with brothers that understand these things. And just, you're not mad. There is a conspiracy against those that are pushing the truth and sincerity. Okay? And in terms of this thing that you call energy weapons, right? Are they using these things? Yes, they are, definitely. Definitely. I've had my share of experience with these things. They're using it. Right? They are, yes, they are. Right? Don't let these people fool you. They're using it. And they use whatever. Remember, because it's covert. But the people that are using it, they're told to do these things. They're told to. So they have someone higher up that's telling them to do it. That's giving them permission. My whole thing, my advice for you is, I've never been into the whole snitching thing, but if that's happening to you, you keep a note of the things, what's happening, what times. Example, this person comes in at 5 o'clock, 5:20. This person wakes up at about 5 o'clock in the morning, leaves at about 7, right? This person comes in. Have you noticed it's very timed, it's very orchestrated? Have you noticed that? It's routines, they change in shifts. Remember, gang stalkers, they change shifts. You're going to come in at this time. You're going to come in at that time. This person leaves at about 10 o'clock. You keep a note of these things, man. It's for your own protection, man. You know what I'm saying? It's for your own protection. You keep a note of what time. This person parks up about, about 3 o'clock, 2:50? He parks up about that time. Keep a note of these things. So when you keep a note of it, it's there. And when you present it before whoever you're presenting before, they're like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm gonna help you out with that. I'm gonna do something about that. I've got the right people in place. All right? Yeah. I've got the right people in place. Take it further. And next thing, persecuted. Yeah, these people get locked up. They get locked up for this because, yeah, it is a crime. But the whole thing, nobody else can see it. It's not everyone, it's certain people. They want you to think it's everybody. Because then what does that create? That creates paranoia. They want you to think they're everywhere. They're not everywhere. It's certain people. A lot of these people are part of cults, fraternities, um, criminals. Some of them just got a bit of money to get out of prison in early release. So the police gave them a bit of money to just do this, and yeah, know what I'm saying? I've seen the contracting side of it as well. Some of you talk about what's it, builders, vans parked up. Some of these vans are, law enforcement, some of them. Some of them are not. Some of them are builders, contractors, and so forth. And they're the ones that basically put up the cameras, the technology, and so forth. Some of these people are ex-military. And so I'm just giving you the know about so you know about what's happening, because I don't want you to focus on this. Because guess what the objective is, to get you to focus on it. My whole thing is to bring awareness and expose what they do. So many people talk about this. What's my belief? I believe, like I said, it's spiritual. It's nothing but spiritual warfare. That's all I'm going to say. It's nothing but spiritual warfare. 90% of it spiritual warfare. 10% of it technology. Where technology gives them the head start that they need. So the technology basically, V2K, acoustic. Acoustic is like a speaker, right? When you go to the cinemas, right? What do they do when you go to the cinema? What gets you frightened in that cinema? They turn up the acoustic. The acoustic is an equivalent of a subwoofer, right? So they also do that as well. They can put a subwoofer, a speaker, next to your room or wherever you are, and there could be a sound. This sound, driving a vehicle. The vehicle could be hundreds, 200 meters, 400, 500, 600, 700 meters away from you, but it sounds near. It sounds near. That's an acoustic. It's acoustic speaker. And how do I know? Because I've been through these things. I've overcame these things. I've been through. I've seen it. They can speak through these speakers as well. They can speak through it. So, say if you have a neighbor across the road, a neighbor across the road can plant this device, speak through it, and try to communicate with you, and so forth. Speak to you. But what do? You don't engage them. You ignore them. You can just curse them out. Because guess what? Guess what? You know, when I'm speaking right now, they can hear what you're saying. Right? I even heard someone say that as well. What's it? A couple of weeks ago. What did this person say? This person said, he thinks we can't hear him. He thinks we can't hear him. No, bro, I don't care if you can hear me. Idiot. So yeah, these people have devices. They can listen, all these type of things. They can hear what you're saying, all of it, right? All of it. It's basically surveillance. This is welcome to the new world order. Welcome to the new world order. That's another part of it. Read Revelations 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small, great, rich, free, bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. This is the new world order. Welcome to communist Britain now, right? And yeah, you are the problem. You know, if you're joining in and you're participating, you are the problem. I've already said it. You are a traitor to humanity. You are part of the problem. Anyone that's participating in this, you're the problem. You're the flipping problem. Because basically you're terrorizing your own community. I don't care what you've been told. If someone knocks on my door right now, law enforcement shows you a false badge, law enforcement, the person next door, he's got dogs, he's got cats, and we believe he doesn't let the dogs out, he doesn't let the cats out. We need you to watch him. We don't believe the place is clean. We believe it's a DOS house, it's a shithole. We need you to watch him, please. He's under investigation. You know what? Guess what I'm gonna say, no, I'm not doing that. Nicely. I choose not to. Right? I choose not to. Right? Because that's none of my business. You understand what I'm saying? So there's people, bro. It gives them a sense of the reason why people do this as well. Some people, it gives them a sense of power, authority, because they want to be a part of something. They don't get much money. They get enough money so they keep coming back for more. Right? And if they can't cause you to react or hurt or harm you, but they don't get paid, they get punished. I've been through this, bro. I'm telling you, take take my advice and listen to these scriptures, man. Right? It's theatre. A lot of what they're doing, they're being told to do that through technology, and a lot of these people are under mind control. That's why they're able to do it, because they're easily manipulated. I'm just trying to help you out. This has really helped me big time. So what else have we got? Did we finish off Psalms? Yeah, we finished off Psalms. And here's another one. You're gonna get through it. I want to tell you this. It's not forever. This what you got, it's not forever. To me, it's a learning process. And there is goods that you can take out of it, because if you never went through this, you wouldn't be the person you are today. You wouldn't be strong. So there is goods that can come out of it. Okay? This is designed to keep you, it's designed to keep you in a negative mindset. I'm going to be 100% real. This is designed to destroy you and destroy every facet of your life. This is why some people are looking at you like, wow, why is he still thriving? This program is designed to destroy every facet of your life. If they can get your family to participate, they will. If they can get your cousins, if they can get your teachers, if they can get your local post office, it's coming from everywhere. That's how you know Satan is orchestrating it as well. But I've told you, there's a level of, is there law enforcement involved? Yeah, there is. But it's not just one person. You can't just say that, because it's society. Dog walkers, have you seen it with the dogs? All of a sudden, people walking their dogs, like they're acting busy. No, they're walking them dogs because that person's went to work and they need to look after the dog. So that's a new job now, being a dog walker. Okay? And these same dog walkers, they get given a bit of money. Yeah, would you watch this person just walk the dog? And bro, I know the ins and outs of this program. So what else is there? I really hope this helps you out. Really hopes it does. It's not forever. You can overcome it. And some more advice. Hold on just a minute. What do you expect if you're under mind control by the government? What do you expect? You're gonna do what they say, right? Right? I don't have a problem with contractors, bro. Listen, bro. I had a contractor that was paving my toilet, bro. I got along with him, bro. He was a cool dude, man. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Right? And he told me, yeah, it's shady, isn't it? It's shady. Right? It's shady. You remember, a lot of these people that are doing these things, they're mentally, you got to remember, they're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. And the main goal is to get you to react. And this is all coming from Satan, believe it or not. He ain't going to get you how he got you 5, 6, 7 years ago. He's trying to get you differently now. So he's going to jump in. Anyone that's got open portals, he's going to jump in. It's spiritual. I'm going to keep telling you that. 90% spiritual. 10% 10% of it is technology. And with the technology, they're trying to map out your brain. With the technology, they're targeting you, your body parts, trying to harm you, irritate you. That's the 10% of that technology. And the tracking, right? 10% technology. The phones, remember, they get notified when you go to an area, they get notified. And apps, remember, they're using apps as well. So I'm just letting you know. So when you see these things, you don't bug out, you understand. Right? A few more scriptures and we're gonna shut off. Baba Kasha. And again, I've said I was gonna do it a long time ago. I got a camera, but this camera doesn't work, it's rubbish. So Lord willing, I'm gonna try to purchase a camera. Indoor camera, outdoor camera, mostly outdoor camera. So that way you can actually see, it's actually there. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a camera, man. Because guess what? Bro, they're doing the same thing to you. They're doing the same thing to you. Illegal, even more. Get yourself a camera. Right? Outdoor camera. You can get a small miniature one. So it records everything. Everything. And main thing, you trust in the Lord. So make sure you trust in the Lord as well. And make sure you're praying, man. Pray more as well. Because your gang stalkers do get judged on a daily basis. You might not see it. They do get judged. Right? They do get punished by Satan. So what else have we got? What else have we got? I want to go to Thessalonians. What you're going through is called spiritual persecution. Don't get caught up in gang stalking, targeted. No, the people that put you on the program, that's what they wanted you to believe. They wanted you to believe that you've done something wrong. You understand? The whole purpose is to make you think that what you're doing is wrong. You understand? I've seen it all. The light systems they use, the light system, the torches, light systems. When you're traveling, they get the train, right? You have the train. You know when you have what's that room called? It's like a control room within the train station. I've even seen it where even within the train station, you would have a whole train station, the control room, them watching you. Like, bro, this is real. It's nothing for that you've done wrong. Remember, it's nothing you've done wrong. Nothing. Okay. What else have I got? Baba Kusha. See, once you understand all these things, it's very hard for the enemy. What can they do now? You know what they're doing. You know their routines. You know what times they come in. You know what times they come out. And I'm not a nosy person, but over time, you start to pick up on things. Oh, this person's going to come in at this time. That person's going to do that at that time. That person's he's been watching me when I go bed, so he's going to do this. You know it. The thing is, when you don't know, that's what scripture says, what is it? Something about your enemy. I forgot how it goes now. But you know your enemy, bro. You know, when you know your enemy, he can't get one over on you. Remember the serpent, we're talking about the serpent, we're talking about the beast, we're talking about the dragon. The dragon is ferocious, man. Revelation 12 and 12. Let's read that, Baba Kusha. All brothers, you're not the only one. You're not the only one going through this. Revelation 12 and 12. But the reason why you're so-called targeted, because you're able to see what the others don't see and call it out. Okay? Revelation 12 and 12. Check this out. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens. I want to go to 10. I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. It talks about the accuser of our brethren. Who's the accuser of our brethren? This ain't related to one nation. The accuser are those that accuse those that are trying to do the right thing. So guess what? They're watching you to accuse, not everyone. I want to say this as well, not everyone. Not everyone's watching you for evil intentions, but the accuser of thy brethren. So we're trying to accuse you. Okay? That's what they're trying to do. And even bro, I got this TV right now. I've just paused it and I'm seeing waves. Even on the TV, I'm seeing little waves. I haven't posted a video yet. On the rooftop, I can see like wave spectrums, man. So yeah, you know what? Because I got the 5G on. And that's not a good idea as well. I want to talk about that. There's so much things I want to get out. Go to Revelation 12 verse 12. And overcame, the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. So guess what's happening now? Guess what's happening day and night? You're being accused. Well, you think they're useless? Useless. You got people getting on the phone, strangers. These are government agents, bro. On the phone to their handler. And their handler's asking him, what's he doing? What's he doing? And they're like, he's useless. He's useless. See what I mean? See what I mean? He's picking his nose. He's playing the game. He's doing the drawing, but he's still useless. He's useless. That's the accuser of our brethren. Satan accuses us. So you got people you don't even know, could be government. I don't know, government agents. Some of them could be out of prison. We don't know. We don't know. Don't get into all that stuff. Just do what you have to do. They're on the phone to a handler about you. What's he doing? What did he do today? Right, and they got the monitoring device as well. So now they want to justify that. Now they can monitor you and say, well, what was he doing? He had a beef burger, few fries, bit of garlic, little bit of pepper. He scratched his head. He done about 50 push-ups. He done a bit of artwork. He went out and I'm still trying to watch what he's doing. Like, bro, this is what people do. Can you imagine living your life like that? Listen, you don't want to be a gang stalker in 2025, man. Like, you don't want to be a gang stalker at all. It's a miserable life. A lot of these people have took deals with the devil, man. And their deal was to bring you down. Come on now. I'm sure this ain't even half of the stuff. I can't, bro. If I told you some of the stuff that these people do, you wouldn't believe it. What was he doing today? He stayed in for the whole day. He didn't go out. He's sitting down. He's useless. See what I mean? He don't do nothing. He can't do nothing. That ain't nothing but the devil, man. So you got to see these things and apply the scriptures. But you can't go wrong when you're in the scriptures. And you notice when you pick up the Bible, they try to distract you. They try to speak to you through a sound device. These people try to do black magic upon you. Bro, the whole thing. You wouldn't believe this. Right? So that's what they do day and night. I stepped out last night. I took a walk. I want to do more walk and talks as well. I stepped out to do a walk and talk yesterday. Stepped out. Not as much. I didn't see as much people, but guess what? They were already out there. So what does that show? They're monitoring you. You got someone that when you step out, they were on the phone. He's just left. This is all government money. Then the government talking about immigrants, migrants. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about all that stuff. Clean up your own doorstep first, man. People ain't working. These people don't work, man. They just walk around in black with the Target bags. They're not working. Ain't doing shit. They're not productive. Then they want to convince you that you're not productive. Bro, you're serving the Lord. We are productive. We should be. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. So we've overcome the enemy by the blood of Yahweh Shai and by the word of their testimony. And bro, we have a testimony. And even when it comes to criminals, right? Guess what happens? A lot of witnesses, they have to be, what's that called thing? Witness protection. We are the witnesses of Yahweh Shai. We have the testimony. So the powers that be are trying to take out the witnesses, man. That's why I say, tell your story. Tell your testimony, man. They wanna rewrite your story. Yeah, he was like this. He was useless. They want to rewrite your story. Tell your story. They never thought you would live to tell your story. Tell your story, how you overcame, what you went through, the stuff that was going on. Just tell your story. How you had the occult watching you as well, stalking you. You had certain construction workers put certain devices through the walls and all that, how they were watching you in your home. And listen, tell your story, how they set up light incapacitators to take you out. They nearly killed you. Like, bro, tell the people your story. What happened when you left a certain spot? They came after you. You had contractors that put money on your head, that put a hit on you. Tell your story. Tell your story. They don't want you to tell your story, man. Yeah, bro. There was a hit put out on me as well from I think 2 years ago. Right? 2 years ago, they infiltrated. I told you they infiltrated my family, man, on my father's side. Right? They came to him. They lied to him. And when I told my father when I was not home, I was under some type of investigation. Right? And they put basically, I'm telling you my story. They put some device through the walls, and this device was it was a monitoring device, and it was a torturing device. It was a frequency device. You understand? Bro, and they got the whole community, and this guy also went to the neighbors as well and told the neighbors to mess with me and my family. So these people, if they can get to your family, they get to your family, bro. So it is spiritual, but there is also law enforcement and contractors that are involved as well. I'm telling you, bro. You don't know what I've survived, bro. You don't know, bro. One day, step in my shoes for one day and you already see how it is, bro. You got people that they want what you have, but they're not willing to go through what you went through. I'm telling my testimony, and that's just half of it. Half of it. You don't even know the whole story. I had people in high places. I'm talking about corporations. Corporations that tried to set me up. That's another story. You might have to do that lesson another time. Right? And apparently someone said that basically someone tried to set me up and I ran away. Basically. Now I stopped teaching in a certain location because I saw there were certain things that were going on. And the scripture says, dust the feet. You don't stay in one area for like all your life and teach. So I moved on. But then I saw certain things. I'm talking about it was a corporation that tried to blackball me, basically. And I believe the government was involved as well. And a construction company as well. But that's something else, man. Bro, I'm telling you, the rabbit hole goes deep. Deep, man. Proper. Yeah, there was a hit put out on me, basically. There was a hit put out, and this was two years ago. Right? And the police were involved. Bro, I can even post the video. Bro, I still got the video. I still got the video. Right? It was police and it was a contractor. Contractors. And their whole thing was to discredit me, bro. This is real, bro. You don't even know half of the story. Don't even know half of the story. Bear me just a minute, Baba Kashar. So what else have I got? So yeah, and overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. So listen, bro. Overcome this devil. Now let's go to verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, multitude inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. So what you're dealing with is the devil coming down unto you because he has a short time to do whatever he's doing. Don't take this too personally. Live your life, man. Right? You know what's going on, so it doesn't have an effect. It shouldn't have an effect on you. It might have a little effect on you, obviously, but not the same effect. And it says, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath. What's wrath? Wrath is anger, right? So all the people that are even the little mini-me devils, I call them mini-me devils, your gangs with mini-me devils, they're going to have that same wrath because they've taken on that spirit. They're under what demonic possession, whatever you want to call it. Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So the devil knows he has a short time. So what do you think you're going to see now? You're going to see a lot of anarchy, restlessness, agent provocateurs. That's another thing. These people, they're agent provocateurs. They're trying to provoke. They're trying to provoke you. So if you know what someone's trying to provoke you, you don't get provoked. Whatever Satan wants you to do, you don't do. Really hope this is edifying. Really hope. A few tips. I've told you the tips before. When it comes to noise campaigns, some of the times put on headphones. You got headphones? Put on headphones, and the headphones I've got is soundproof headphones. So put on some soundproof headphones. What else? I promote the exercising. Make sure you're exercising as well, because we're attacking your nervous system. Well, Satan's attacking your nervous system by means of noise, by means of frequencies, whether that's a refrigerator, whether that's 5G, whether that's your own phone, whether that's a lawnmower. We're attacking your senses. Remember, this is psychological. So make sure you're exercising. Make sure you get the blood flowing, especially on my toes. My toes are like proper itchy. It's blood flow to my. Make sure you're getting a lot of blood flow. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm just trying to give you as much advice to get through this. Make sure, man, I got fruits. I'm eating a lot of fruits. I'm eating oranges. I'm eating grapes. Make sure you're eating fruit, alkaline acid type diet. Vegetables, I don't have much vegetable. Make sure you're eating vegetables, and meat. Get poultry chicken. Like eat that lean meat, right? Get that type of food. It helps, because you need to detox yourself, because you're also being hit with, again, with my experience, this is a while back. The planes, also, the planes were involved as well. Yet they have planes, and they would spray out these chemtrails, and the chemtrails, they have bits of, I forgot what it's called, barium something. Barium is little pieces of metal, and these metals, they're so tiny they can embed into your skin. And once they embed into your skin, now you've become like you become like an antenna. So now you become like a human antenna, and now you're getting hit. This is where you actually feel it. You're getting hit and you can feel it, because the chemtrails are little pieces of barium. These are metals. So it acts as a, as antenna. You understand? So you also have to eat a lot of greens and get these metals, because you, believe it or not, we've all got metals in our system. So you got a detox from the metals in your system. Detox it, right? Some people say hot showers, cold showers. Cold showers are good, right? But if you can't do that, do hot showers as well, right? You got one guy leaving now. You got that. They walk downstairs, say, "Good man, just fuck off, man." That's what I told him. I say, "Fuck off, Satan. Get lost." You see what I'm saying? You hear that in the background. This is what these people get paid to do, right? They get paid to do that. Okay. So detoxing, and guess what? Someone that brings out information like this so eloquently, they're not mad. They're not crazy. No one that's crazy would be able to bring out information in such a balanced state without being over the top. So working out, walking, riding really helps. You got weights, do some weights. Doesn't have to be long, because you need to get that blood flowing. Remember, they're attacking your nervous system, and they're also attacking your mind through direct conversations as well. So just keep this in mind. Don't focus on it, but keep that in mind. What else? What else do they do? I've told you about the witchcraft, the black magic. They try to summon spirits upon you. That's like assignments. Remember, handlers. I always say that, handlers. A lot of people, they have handlers. When you're walking, you'll see them looking, behind them. They're looking at their handler. They may be looking at the side of them. They're looking at their handler. Their handler's telling them to do this or that. So a lot of it is connected as well. But it so happens to be that you don't have no one around you. So you don't have a handler. You don't have one. Now, you do have people that are trying to handle you. This is where you get the flying monkeys. They're the people that want to be your handlers. But because you're free, you don't have a handler. And then a lot of people get jealous of that. I really hope this is edifying. There's so much more. Like, man. Oh, you have ambulances sometimes that will park up to intimidate you, like, yeah, if you don't comply, you're going to be in this ambulance soon. So a lot of it is psychological. They get vans. They use UPS trucks. Sometimes they use Amazon. They use utility trucks as well to come and see. So hold on a minute. How would they know? How would they know what you're doing? So that means they're watching you as well. That's what this is real. You're not mad. Okay, they get delivery workers in the mopeds, and they get anyone. And a lot of these people are masons, by the way. I've seen this. I know the ins and outs of this. Sometimes they would try to sleep deprive you. That's why they do the energy weapons thing. Because when you're sleep deprived, you're more irritable. So with sleep deprivation, you become more irritable and more aggressive. Now you might end up snapping. Don't snap. Don't break. You can bend, but don't break. Okay? And you got this guy above my head that's always doing juju. For the last week, he hasn't came out of the room. This guy just stays in that room, right? So, bro, there's all types of things going on, but I will say this: I don't disassociate it with. It is spiritual warfare, and if you're not looking at it that way, then this is going to be very hard, very, very, very difficult for you as well. Another thing I want you to look out for: when you hear the beep beep, sometimes with the sirens, could be police sirens. Say when you're teaching, that's when you're going to have a lot of people come out of the woodwork. So this is all connected. What you're going to realize, a lot of people have sold their soul, whether you want to believe it or not. Right? And, hold on just a minute. I've got news for you. I've got a bit of news for you as well. Don't think for 1 minute, just because you have men that have the scriptures in their hands, they got garments on, don't believe they're not connected to it as well. Because certain men, I want to say this as well, some of these men that claim to be in the truth, they're gang stalkers as well. So you got to realize, bro, some of your information is getting relayed back to them. And how do they know? Because they're part of the gang stalking program. Remember, scriptures did say in Luke 21, hold on just a minute, we shut off on this. Luke 20, I didn't think this lesson would be this long. Luke 20, come on. This is Luke 20. Yeah, they try to speak to you like, bro, low lives. It's like these are NPCs. You have NPCs, spiritually dead people that try to communicate to you over a caustic device or some type of device. They try to speak to you. Bro, we ain't got nothing to say to you except repent or you're going to be destroyed, man. Right? And the Lord, Yahweh Shai is going to drop kick you in your face as well for transmitting frequencies, man. Because that's another thing they do is where they transmit frequencies. Oh yeah, they transmit frequencies, man. That's another lesson. So where was I? This is Luke 20. And hold on just a minute. Alright, this is Luke 20 and 18. And hold on. 20, and they watched him. So you're gang stalking. Yeah, they watch you. So you have gang stalkers that have garments on that are claiming to be men of the Lord. You ain't no different from the people in the world. You might as well take off that garment and join them. Well, you have joined them. And they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men. So there's a lot of spies in these camps. Right? They might take hold of his words, so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. So guess what? They were working for the government. You see? Be wise out here. Oh yeah, I want to show off. They're going to send women. Now there's some women, they are actually attracted to you. They want to get to know you and so forth. But if you get with a woman at any given time and you're not around her, she can be, remember what these people do. Right? So if you get in a relationship with a woman when you're not around, they will go to this woman and they try to turn her mind against you. So even relationships, you might have a woman in a relationship, you just got to be careful. Sometimes they send women your way as well. They do it a lot with the bunny tail, right? Nice figure. Some of them, but then you have women that are, yeah, you know what, they're not involved in that, but you really, really, really have to guard yourself, because anyone that's not in this truth is potentially an agent. It's all, everything is set up, everything is pretend, right? So you have to be cautious, not paranoid, cautious, and don't stop loving, don't stop being a loving person, don't stop that, because this is created for you to just hate people. I just hate people, and no, remain loving and kind, man. Keep that. Don't, remember, they're trying to change your essence. Keep your essence about you, man. You understand? And as for me, I'm gonna tell you, my gang stalkers, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna tell you, Lord willing. Say, Lord willing. What am I gonna do? We're gonna do some more artwork today. What else? I don't know. I might stay in for a couple of hours and go out. Huh? What are you gonna do? You just gonna watch me? You just gonna have to sit there and watch me, right? Then, what are you gonna do later on? What, park up a few cars around the corner, beep the horn, beep beep, beep beep, say a couple of uselesses, which you are. What else are you gonna do? Huh? Are you gonna get on the phone, start gossiping like some women? All right. What? See, bro, the program is all to just distract you. Focus on your Hawashai. Record what you need to record. Get the evidence that you need to get, but focus on your Hawashai, because the main purpose is to separate you from your power. Point blank. Period. Okay. So I hope this was edifying. I'm gonna shut off here, and until the next time, shalom and stay safe. Shalom.